I may have done a panic buy. He's been told under no uncertain terms he needs to start scoring goals. I am an absolute prophet. How do? Welcome back to the evolution of Everton, where we're not really evolving, if I'm honest. I may have done a panic buy. I've definitely done a panic buy, if I'm honest with you. So let's have a quick look. To be fair, Jonas recommended I do it. So, reasons. But we might well have brought in Harry Maguire. I brought in Harry Maguire. 3.1 million. Not the worst, in fairness. Not the worst. And he's still got a bit. He's 32. He's on a 2-year deal. No, he's on a 1-year deal. Better. 1-year deal. He should still, in theory, be able to do a bit. And in fairness, he's done all right. He's not been horrendous. He has misplaced quite a few passes. Standard Harry Maguire. But he's a little bit, bit of a leader, bit of experience in the dressing room, and we needed a centre-half urgently as we had a couple of lads out injured. So I did it. It's not crazy money. I'm all right with it. Additionally, we've brought in Brandon Williams on loan from Crystal Palace. No, there's a lot going in the news with him right now, but actually, from a positional play situation, he's decent, good tackling, he can get forward. Nice and brave, good work rate. He's going to act as backup to Dargu. And he's been okay as well. He's been all right as well. So I'm not displeased with bringing him in. He's featured in a couple of games for me. We've only got him in on loan, so it's not a commitment for us. And actually, he'll act as cover, and I'm okay with it. That's been everything in the window. We had no offers for any players. Loads of players have kicked up a load of stink. We'll talk about that in a minute. Since we were last together, we got beat by Arsenal at Goodison, I nearly said then, Bramley Moordock. Then we went to Old Trafford, United a second at this point, by the way, drew. Then I thought, right, here we go. We're going to turn a corner now. Played Forest at home, got beat 2-0. We didn't even, I don't think we had a highlight, we just got beat. Then we travelled down to Bristol City, who were 18th, I think, and just about managed to beat them. And we've got Brian at home. So I thought I'd come back, share with you the exciting transfer news, and see if we can actually get anything on the board in terms of a result at Bramley Moordock. I'm beginning to think it might be the stadium, I'm not entirely sure, but it could be. Right, who's kicked off? People that have kicked off. So, What's-His-Face has kicked off. Where is he? Hatate, he's kicked off. He's training in the 5s, so he keeps getting told week in, week out. He's now out of the team. I'm this close to putting him into the 21s. Everyone said, completely support your decision, Gaff. Don't worry about it. Keenan Dewsbury all, yeah, love it. Well done, Gaff. Love that. And then Patterson's kicked off and said, I want more game time. The only players who have agreed with him, this is when you know you've got no friends, are Dwight McNeil and Rio Hatate. Everyone else has gone, stay in your lane, son. Stay in your lane. Valentin's far better. So just calm yourself down. So those lads have kicked off. Everyone else has been absolutely fine with me in terms of who I'm playing where. I dropped Pickford for the last game because I've just had enough. So he's dropped to the bench. Noppert's come in and we kept a clean sheet. I know it was only against Bristol City, but we kept a clean sheet and we did quite well. So he's going to stay in as we take on Brighton. And you're going to join me in the dressing room when I pick the side. See you shortly. Right, dressing room. So we've reverted back to type, okay? We've reverted back to type because actually we were far too committed in the forward areas and we were getting our backsides handed to us. So we've done that. You can see Kyle George is up front. That's because Luca took a knock. I just had a word with him as well and said, listen, you need to start scoring goals again, son. He said, no problem, Gaff, I completely get what you're saying, and then pulled his thigh. So he's out. He's been told under no uncertain terms he needs to start scoring goals. He's now saying, I know, I'm working on it. Well, work harder would be my comeback there. I'm beginning to think he might have been a failed transfer with the way he's been playing. But fingers crossed it turns around. Kuhner's back in the side. Big Big positive for me. Rodriguez is on the opposite side. Our familiar triangle, Gendry and Dargu, Branthwaite and O'Brien. You can see that Harry Maguire's on the bench. He comes on. These lads are just back from injury, so we do tend to just support them, try and get them through games, just to make sure that they maintain their fitness and can kick on. That's how we're going to play, right? Let's see if Calvert-Lewin's in the starting lineup. In the scouting profile, he will be. So I've got no doubt that he will. No doubt that he'll score here against me. There he is. Look at him up top. Brilliant. Okay, let's see what we can do. Go out and enjoy yourselves, maybe. We need to step things up. In fact, yeah, we need to step things up. We do need to step things up like that. In fact, I'm gonna individually talk to you. Point finger. I want to see a good performance from you today, Mr. Brazilian man. Go and do something for me. Tunnel, Gary, Brentford. Not bothered about Brentford. Yeah, move on. It's going to be important to score the first goal, Gary. Yeah. We're happy and confident. I'm not happy or confident. So I've just lied there. But that's okay. That's all right. Let's go and get this done today. At all costs, don't let Calvert-Lewin score. That should have been the team talk. Boxed. Rodriguez has nodded back across goal. Kyle George is nowhere near it, and we don't get to convert. But Garner steps in. Rodriguez. Gendry. Back to O'Brien. Open up if you want. No, he's found Gibbs White's feet. Clipped and found Kyle George with a volley. Back across goal. He was offside anyway. Wouldn't have counted. Watch your line, son. That's the message there. Kuna on the ball. Tried to find Rangers, but Rangers was heavily marked. It wasn't the right ball, I don't think, as he tries to recover but fails. Forward to Encicio. Calvert-Lewin's through. Calvert-Lewin's at the post. I think he was offside as well, if I'm honest. But they've let it go. Dargu in swinger. Who can we find? We've got Jake O'Brien there, remember? And there he is. I am an absolute prophet. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how I haven't won the lottery, to be honest. I say things and then they materialise. Superb. 6'6", back post. Thanks for coming. 1-0. We'll take that. Our only real chance, and we've converted, and that was a real low XG chance as well. Kuna on the ball. He's beat his man. Can he stand one up? He has done. Rodriguez is there at the back post, but he's not going to beat Steele, who comes and claims. Lots of highlights early doors. We're only 18 minutes in. Can we win that, please? O'Brien does, but he only goes as far as Asensio. Gendry wins it back. O'Brien. Short pass, but Branthwaite's found it anyway. Rangers. Dargu. Out to Kuna. Again, he's going to run at his man. He will do. He's come inside this time, but Rangers taken over. Found Kyle George. Through ball to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is at the beans. And he was offside again. We can't watch our line this game. Either that or Brighton are holding a really good one. I'll go with the latter because it makes me better. Bit of a quiet spell now, thankfully, as we approach the half an hour mark. We have got a corner. Can we find one of the big lumps at the back? Garner's going to swing it in. He's gone for O'Brien again, and O'Brien's at the post. Blimey, he could have had a brace early doors. Gendry. No, nothing. It's come to nothing. Brighton free kick. He's gone for goal. Noppert palms away. And then Coates nods it back across goal, but it's gone over the bar. We'll take that. It's a fairly even game as Brighton swing in a corner, nodded away. Can we get out? We can't. Buonanotte pulled it back and has found Asensio, who I think hit the post. I don't really know what happened there. No, Noppert pulled off a save according to the commentary. Another corner. Go and win the thing for me. Lewis Dunk, Noppert pushes wide, doing really well. Doing really well with a 7.6. Can we come and take this? Either that or get it clear. Branthwaite, flying header away. Can we press and get our yards back? We can. Love to see it. Okay, we just approached it. No, we're not. We're nowhere near half-time. Another Brighton highlight. Dunk into Calvin Phillips, who we tried to sign in the summer, of course. Belieber. Dargu cuts it out, though. Noppert. Loose ball to Jake O'Brien, but he makes up for it with a tremendous save. An absolutely tremendous save. Bailed us out and himself, in fairness, because he put himself right on the struggle bus. Another corner, nodded away. Only as far as Asensio. Found Dargu, Gibbs White. Ball out to Kuna. We're playing some intricate football to get out, and we look like we'd managed to do it. Kuna's pulled his wrist ligaments. Come on. Get through a game for me, son. Half time. Okay, good stuff. I'm delighted with your performance. I think that's a bit... I'm happy with your performance. I'm trying to boost him. Get him excited. We're going to start the second half. I'm going to bring Kuna off after 60 minutes anyway as he continues his journey back to fitness. Dorgu's got a tight hamstring as well, so we're going to have to make a double change on that left-hand side. Can we get it away? Phillips on the ball. Belieber from distance, but it's gone wide. Can we get to 60 minutes, lads? Can we do that? Phillips. They're going to try and work another opportunity. It's been all Brighton, if I'm honest. It's been quite disappointing from our perspective going forwards. Lamptey's in behind. He's pulled it back to Calvert-Lewin. Buonanotte. We're gathering around. We've clipped away, and Kuna is racing down the left-hand side. Tries to play inside for Kyle George, but in fairness to George, that was never a ball for him to win. Another attack from Brighton. Box looking for Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin wins the ball, and we've managed to get it away just about. I'm going to make a couple of changes because this game is not going well for us. Let's make those changes. Brandon Williams is going to come on at left back. On you go. Really pleased with the ability to make that change. Roy's going to come on the left-hand side, and we're going to ask him to cut in if we can. Get inverted. Go and play on the inside with your right foot for me. George is getting a 7. I don't know how, if I'm perfectly honest, but he is getting a 7. So we're going to leave him on, and hopefully he can do something for us. How's everyone's fitness at the back? These kids are doing okay, in fairness, so that's not too bad. We can keep going. Branthwaite's the one I try again. The one I want to try and keep my eye on. He's back from injury slightly later than Jake is, so we're going to give him another 10, and then we're going to drag him 2. Can we try and maintain our position in the lead as well as maintain our lads' fitness? 70 minutes will be the point where we look to make the changes. We've got a free kick. It's deep in our half though. Gendry, Gibbs-White, back to Jake O'Brien. We're playing nice football. Brighton are very deep, but they're starting to step now as we come a little bit deep. Can you see that gap? He couldn't. Brandon Williams though can. He's played Roy. Go inside. Good. George has scored. You'll love to see it. Maybe it's not a failed signing. Maybe he just needed an opportunity. Fantastic to see him register. He's come deep for that as well. So Williams plays that ball. Roy just manages to keep it in and then goes inside like we've asked him to and sees the gap. And George makes a lovely run, and it's a first-time finish past, I want to say Luke Steele. It's probably not. That's probably, again, showing my age. Need to make the change. On comes our super signing, Harry Maguire. On you go, son. Go and do a job for me. Go and do a job. Everyone else okay? Looks that way. Confirm the sub. Can we get over the line, people? Can we get over the line? Another Brighton highlight, though, on this left-hand side for them. And Ciccio plays inside to Calvert-Lewin, who finds the bottom corner. One real opportunity for him, and he's fired in low and hard. Nopper had absolutely no chance, in fairness to him. I don't expect him to make that save. You've got to expect Calvert-Lewin to finish, and he does. With plum, I believe the saying goes, 2-1 as we approach the last 10 minutes. I'm going to stay unbalanced. We're going to try and nurse our way through this game. 87 minutes, free kick for us. Garner, can we find O'Brien again maybe? Or can we pull it back to the edge there? Gibbs-White is sat there waiting. He's gone for O'Brien. Rangers has gone and won the ball, but it's gone wide. 5 minutes of time added on. We're on the ball again. Kyle George has lost out to Belieber. Clipped to find Calvert-Lewin, who's in. Great block, hooked away. Dunk on the ball. This is Brighton. Clipped. João Pedro's in behind. Box for Calvert-Lewin. Is it the bar, I think? Or was he offside? Don't really know what's happened. It didn't go in. That's all I care about. We're approaching the full time. Blow the whistle. Thank you. You'll love to see that. We finally got over the line with 3 points at Bramley Moor Dock. Crumbs. Very well done. We weren't at our best, but we got the result, and that's a fair summation. Scott, with your hairdo. Yeah, I got the win we're after. You're absolutely right. You can talk about luck, but I was fairly confident. An early goal helped settle the team. Yes, it did. We hit the woodwork 3 times. I know. This is luck. You begin to question Lady Luck, don't you? But thankfully, today was our day. We got over the line. as we sit there in 10th, having played 28 games. We're still not settled in 10th because the lads down here can kick on as well. So we've still got a huge amount of work to do. Wowzers. He ends his goal drought. Am I going to praise him? Probably not. It's, you scored a goal, well done, thanks, but you need to be scoring many, many more. Many more. Send the assistant to that. Loads of scouting being done, but I haven't got any money to spend. We've got the money from Loddy in there, but it's going to go soon. We're spending over our wage budget because they cut that like an absolute trooper. Let's see how that ends up. Schedule-wise, when are we coming back? I'm going to say we come back for the Bournemouth game. The season's pretty much done for us. Our only goal right now is to see if we can nudge our way up into the European places. That would be tremendous for us, but it's a big, big ask. Right, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. We're still struggling, but 2 green dots, maybe I've turned a corner. Who knows? See you soon.